Okay, I need you to bear with me so that she doesn't threaten to kill us. Matt, you chose to stay behind in the last couple of parts. Can you say that to her?
For Crystal Caves.
Yes, I did. I did!
Okay, someone's gonna die tonight.
I don't want to do something I don't want to do something I'm going to regret, Matt. You also need to sign this release form stating specifically that you
But you cut off all my fingers. I can't.
still got toes.
Oh, hell, you are dead, Logan. Come here. Come here.
Yeah, I was about to say, Logan, you're going too far. I never said anything about cutting off no double-hand toes or hands or whatever you cut off.
I figured Matt didn't stick around for the last couple of parts because he hates the spooky things.
No, I
You
like.
want me to bring out the cottonmouth?
Dude, James, one of my favorite video games of all time is Resident Evil 7. How do I not like the spooky things?
You're dating me, of all things, too. Wait.
All right, Rare, bring in the spooky spiders.
What?
It's funny you bring that. I mean, it's funny considering we did fight a giant spider back in Fungi Forest.
That we did.
Wrong door.
Also, I'm noticing here, so it looks like we now are dealing with double warp pads. Like, warp pad, usually there's only, like, one pair, you know, 1 to a 1, 2 to a 2, and 3 to a 3. But now we're, at least in this level, I think, we're encountering double sets where there are 2 sets of 1 warp pads and 2 sets of 2 warp pads and so on, depending on where you are in the level.
Considering how, elaborate this whole labyrinth is, it's probably for the best. Especially in poor Diddy's case that got the wrong door again.
Yeah. He doesn't know how to read cardinal directions.
I like cardinals. They're nice birds.
Oh yeah, I can't read.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? Speaking of Kongs, that's another DK-related question I wanted to ask you, Pi. From what all you've seen of the Donkey Kong so far, who would you say are your favorite Kongs?
Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Funky, Candy, and Tiny.
Okay.
And Lanky Kong.
Who's Lanky? All we know is trombonist.
Yeah, the tromboner.
Oh, tromboner. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's Lanky!
Like, she wasn't there when we started that joke, so we do have to give context.
Yeah, that's fair. That's completely fair. So, while we're here as Diddy, you find these numbers all along this giant.
I like how they do the Hanna-Barbera running.
Yeah.
It's like some sarcophagus or something.
Coop.
You never do. I was about to say you never do see what's inside that thing, though I lie because we actually open up and we find another golden banana.
Oh.
We never do see what's in it, except we do.
Well, what's actually contained in there?
Yeah, you don't get to see, like, what if that was a mummy handed to us, or if there was a giant serpent coiled up ready to strike.
Are you my mummy?
But yeah. So, welcome, Matt, to the penultimate, like, true level of Creepy Castle.
And as we mentioned before, this is one other level where I can actually get away with a one Kong run.
And I was gonna say, speaking of creepy, because of how dark a lot of these visuals are, I can see my own reflection in the gameplay, and I don't like it. I don't much care for it.
Logan, you might want to close the window. The sun glare is not exactly friendly to our computer screens.
Nah, that's not fair.
Sorry,
I just have that image of, like...
Sorry.
Yes?
Just like, Logan makes a joke about how, like, I can see myself. It's like, because of how dark it is, I can see myself through this level. Oh my god, I have a cowlick!
Actually, I'm going bald, so...
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Wow. So what is up to... hang on first, it's... fly swatting.
For a moment, I thought I was about to have a heart attack and noticed that I was going to go through another one of those goddamn missions. No, we're just swatting flies.
Thank
No,
goodness.
right now
Yeah,
we're
I thought
just
it was
playing
not
as an assist trophy.
That's right, the fly swatter.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was an assist trophy.
Yeah,
Shame
what's
they
up?
never brought it. Shame they never brought it back for Mario Maker 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's up, Matt?
Not much.
You mentioned
Just-
something. Oh, never mind.
Oh no, I didn't.
You are
Alright.
hearing things again, Logan. Shall I leave you in the chat?
Wait. Come on, stay still. There you go.
Nice.
Well, I have discovered with Discord that you can mute people on command and kick them out as to your leisure.
But we're not going to do that.
Not in the
No.
middle of recording anyway.
No.
Otherwise, we don't need any of that. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Hype and I were actually, Hype and I were actually talking about this the other day.
How convenient!
Oh, what were we talking about?
Hype and I were talking about this the other day, and it's like, if it does end up dating the video, then I hope it does, because I want it to date the video. Because we were talking about, like, I'm serious, because we were talking about the other day, like, oh, by the way, Crash Bandicoot. No, not Crash Bandicoot. Never mind. Hype and I were talking about this and thinking, like, whatever happened to Craig? Like, Craig, like, was super reliable and helped us out in a lot of times back in Luigi's Mansion, but something happened that just made it a lot more inconsistent.
Yeah, it just got to a point where it really started to become unreliable.
Yeah.
Right,
Also, you may be wondering, this is technically a Diddy-centric level, so why is there a tiny pad here?
Yeah, how can we get back? How do we get back here if Diddy's the one who can open the door?
This is something that the Geek Guide expects you to take advantage of, but technically they do leave those doors open for a few seconds after you activate them.
Oh, and it's just long enough to be able to whack and then quickly swap back?
Exactly.
Okay, because I had a feeling, I think the library one, just because of the distance, it was still a little too tight to quickly swap from DK. But anyway, candle time again.
With a head sprite from the first game.
Yep.
Was that from the original game? I think
Yeah,
that was just...
Well, just the way that the
looks
head
like
looks,
it.
it looked like just a high-res version of a sprite from the first game. The head, anyway.
I think, but in any case,
Either that or they just had it
now-
lying. They just always had it lying
Yeah, see?
around, and just used it for the sake of convenience.
in any case, James. Oh, okay, it's this.
Ooh, okay. This is now we're dealing with this again, and I do believe they lay out the TNT barrels at a point where you can't exactly, lure them out of your way as easily as you could before.
Okay, so we just need to try and find a way to grab them. Yeah, because the issue is that they're always going to be.
Oh, okay.
And like that right there, like that right there. That guy literally did not go. Yeah, no, I'm fucked. I can't beat
no.
this now.
No, you're right.
Wait.
Holy crap! You got like
Oh, no.
They had him
You
freaking
were
pincered.
hit.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's gonna be all right. That's gonna be tricky. All right, they're gonna start playing head games with you.
The fucking now the barrels are actually playing mind games with us. How's that for irony?
You know what? Now I'm reminded of the sentient barrels from DKC3.
Oh yeah, the first boss.
Right. And so now that you're seeing here, now you're gonna want to start playing around with oh, now you're gonna want to start really playing around with the speeding up function. Otherwise, that'll happen.
Slow down. Hope he takes the bait.
Yes, he does.
Sucker.
So now, quickly get inside the inner sanctum.
The inner sanctum.
Yeah, the inner circle there.
The Sanctum Sanctorum?
Yes, they took the bait.
Now we'll just rinse and repeat and hope for the best.
But it is RNG still, so
I think he's got
Pick it up.
this.
You can do it!
yes. All right, you're good.
Whoosh.
And yeah, these little mini games, they are. I will say they're better than. No, I'm gonna hold my tongue on that because I don't know what we haven't gone to the Beaver brawls yet.
Goal achieved.
We'll
I mean,
talk
just
about
wait,
it.
Logan. We could come and encounter them soon enough.
This is the level. They're waiting. They're
Yeah.
waiting to creep
Yeah,
up on us.
They're waiting to massacre us with a bunch of furry little woodland critters that destroy ecosystems.
When we least expect it, they're gonna swing at us.
Nobody expects a thing.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition!
The Spanish Inquisition.
Ah, nice.
that always left open? Oh,
thanks, Chucky. All right then. I can't talk.
I don't know why, James, you sounded like a Mickey Mouse, but with more helium in him.
Well, that's kind of like the thing we talked about.
That's
how like
just
a
James
handful
in
of the,
Oh.
general.
Okay.
There's it there, Mark.
But that's like the thing we point out that like a lot of the voices
Oh,
in this game,
nice,
particularly Diddy and to a certain extent Lanky, do basically just kind of sound like generic Mickey knockoffs.
Yeah.
It's high-pitched, friendly-sounding voices. It's just common characteristics.
A ripe golden banana for the taking. Wait, what the?
Oops.
Yeah, is it pressure plated? Oh, that was a perfect like.
Oh wait.
So it was like a pressure. Oh, and also that balloon. Oh, I see. This is why we need sniper.
Yep, assuming it.
Oh, that's right, that
Hey.
guy.
What you do? Stop it!
Get out of here!
I'm allergic to peanuts.
Damn.
Tell him.
If he ends up using up all the peanuts that we need, Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the
Wait.
homing one,
Oh,
so
okay.
now we can use the normal ones. Also, wow, our peanuts do not do much damage.
I thought you
They
guys
don't. Well-
said penis. Oh, that's just my mind
No,
at
that's
work
what-
again.
That's what you wanted to hear.
Anywho, so now, and I see now we have to.
Oh.
This allows us to skip the pressure plates. We did it. Oh,
Yeah.
wow, Diddy's already done.
Damn.
Yeah,
think.
Diddy's pretty. Yeah, Diddy doesn't have much to do on this level, assuming you're not going for just
Wait a
little
minute.
collectibles.
Wow. I was about to say, I could have sworn that each world had 5 bananas per Kong.
Well, because
They do.
it's the blueprints, and he does that as a clean sweep. At the
Oh,
end.
okay.
So,
Yeah, because it's the same song and dance every other time. You don't really need to see them beyond me just killing off where the splats are.
right.
Gotcha.
And I think we got Diddy's Kasplat. I forget.
I want to say I think we already did. Yeah.
All right. Oh, and this will give us the banana medal. Nice.
Woohoo!
So, yep.
And now Diddy can finally say that he was no longer afraid of the dark.
Aw. Now then, off to the tromboner over here. I'm afraid of the dark.
I hate the dark. It always plays my trombone wrong.
Aw.
If I still had my
right.
trombone, I would play this.
Oh, I didn't know you had one.
I
Yeah,
used
she
to.
did. Yeah, she mentioned yeah.
Well, it was a rental, and that thing cost $200 to rent for a year.
Cursed
Yeah.
brass instruments.
Doot.
Alright, so what do we do here?
So first and foremost, hit that switch, and it should open up a gate that's way off from here.
And I'm
Let me
guessing you have to be
guess.
fast to get it.
Oh, jeez. Yep. Swift time and time.
Now to literally handstand at supersonic speeds.
Oops.
And mind that step.
Okay, except maybe not do that.
Mind that first step.
Yes, sir. That first fucking gap.
Alright, so here we go. Oh, close.
Let's try that again, folks. From the top.
We got this. Go.
Also, I was going the wrong way anyway. That actually is a tiny centric area I was trying to go to the first time.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, god damn it! Don't do that to me!
Ooh.
And it was
Now
at
then.
that moment the game did it to James.
Well, now to live up our title.
It was at that moment I was grateful that gate didn't catch Tromboner's pants.
No, that would have been really bad. That would have been that nobody would want that. Also, let us use the tromboner's welcome.
It's greeting call.
It's mating call.
It is now ready to no.
Well, it doesn't. Well, you don't see any other Kongs like him, so therefore the mating call failed.
He
Damn.
always fails. He's the only. I think he's the only orangutan that's a good guy.
Yeah, the only... I've always brought up the notion that, for all we know, that Lanky Kong is very much a distant relative of the Manky Kongs, and he's actually the one that's not that bad.
And I like to mention that yeah, he just was raised better, and/or the Kongs took him in, and so he is now one of the bunch.
Yeah, he was raised better, and he don't quite look as ugly.
Yeah.
Not sure if he still has any teeth left, but no one really cares to see that.
Wow, he just.
Well, we
he
all
just
see him with teeth.
I love how at that point he just foregoes using his hands entirely. He just headbutts the thing or head slams it. Anywho, so Matt, how are you doing today?
Surviving,
Good.
as is most my day.
Just like Lanky here.
Doot.
Got it.
And I'll never get over the fucking
I
ooby-doo
know.
off that he does.
Ooby
Yeah,
doo,
well-
I want to be
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we call it that.
Yeah.
And then did you ever? You know, I guess
Whoop.
we need things to talk
Oh.
about because we're doing another jumping puzzle. Did you ever see Jungle Book Pie?
Which Jungle Book are we referring to?
Either or.
Either, I guess. Yeah, either or. Let's say either or.
I seen both. Well, I seen the
Okay.
animated one by Disney, and then the one with Christopher Walker as the orangutan as singing
Christopher
Yeah,
Ooby-Doo.
Right.
Christopher Walken.
Walker.
And
Chris
and
Walker.
technically, yeah, and technically in the live action
John
movie,
Walker?
he's not a orangutan,
Doug Walker.
but rather a. I forgot what he called it in the movie, but it's actually like an extinct breed of giant ape.
You mean like the giant one from Ice Age?
I don't know if that's the same one.
I know. I
mean,
know.
it would explain why his arms look so fucking huge.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, they made him massive in the new Jungle Book.
Oh, definitely.
I guess it was intimidating.
Yeah. Which would have made it very
geez,
awkward if they... Would have made it very awkward if they tried to recreate the dance between him and the Baloo.
Ubi.
Just crushes through the freaking ceiling. Anywho.
So, now that we got that out of our system, now it's time to go visit a greenhouse. And, Logan, do you remember King Sandybutt's tomb?
Ah,
Yeah, I remember King Sandy Butt.
That's from Tui, right?
Close, Kazooie.
Okay.
Very much the same logic here. In fact, it's literally the exact same goddamn puzzle.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is the point where they just ran out of ideas.
I mean, there's a likely possibility. Well, there's also the matter that, well, first of all, Donkey Kong 64 was made by a different team of developers aside from those that made Banjo-Kazooie, and secondly, I think they pretty much developed both these games in tandem with each other. Like, I forgot if I've mentioned this before, but Donkey Kong 64 was originally supposed to be like a simple 3D platformer a la Crash Bandicoot, but then once they saw how successful the likes of Banjo-Kazooie and the other games like it came out, it's like, why don't we follow that example? And so they did. To some degree of infamy.
Although now that I
yeah.
know that aspect of it, now I'm really curious as to how a Donkey Kong game would play out if it was like similar in design to Crash.
I mean, considering that Crash Bandicoot in of itself very much takes its cues from Donkey Kong Country already, just apply it in 3D, I think it wouldn't really be as hard to, I think it would just be a natural fit.
Yeah, I would say the most we get to that, I mean, the closest we get to that are like the minecart sections.
That's very true. And actually, the final level of Donkey Kong 64 does feel like its own sort of obstacle course in and of itself. So anyway, I'm just beating up some Kasplats, nothing to see here, folks.
For splat.
These Kashplets are holding out, though. They're not dropping anything.
No, they really not. They are very much the most beefy of the bunch, which I guess makes sense considering they're the ones that usually hold the blueprints that you need to collect.
Yeah.
I'm still thinking of the image of all the audience being Daffy.
damn.
I forget if I've already mentioned this before, but I remember in an instruction pamphlet for Donkey Kong 64, the Kasplats were incorrectly labeled as Crushas.
Right, because we don't see Crush in this game.
We technically can, you do, but he's not in the game proper. He's actually an unlockable for the multiplayer mode.
Gotcha.
And I think in that case, he's just a chunky ripoff. Same animation, same physics, same animation. I think they gave him different voice clips, but that's about it. That's honestly something we can show off whenever we have the time to show off the game's multiplayer mode.
Yeah, eventually.
I mean, considering we're almost done with the thing anyway, we'll probably plan that out sooner than later.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez!
Ow.
I don't think this is
Oh,
gonna
no.
work.
Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness for banana.
Thank God they don't pull that shit twice.
Thank goodness
Yeah.
for the public banana transportation system. Just imagine, just imagine trying to have like traffic jams with those things everywhere. Oh, get out of here.
Again, I love these guys. Just how fast they flail their arms the moment they find you.
I'm sorry, and I think I've already like made the quote already, but it keeps reminding me of that hype. The freaking
Now.
Yeah, from the Three Musketeers movie.
yeah.
I'm such a good mood.
I love that. I need to watch that bit again.
We need to watch it.
Hey,
I think
it's
on
a
Di-
really
is it
cute
is it on
movie.
Disney Plus?
I
It
think
is.
so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yay.
It's a pretty decent movie, all things considered. I kind of wish there was a little more, what's the word, punch to it. Because it
Yeah,
does
I
feel
guess.
like a very, it feels like a very general, run-of-the-mill, kids-friendly Mickey movie.
Right,
Yeah,
it's supposed
but,
to, like-
I mean, honestly, there's a part of me that doesn't really mind it too much because, like, you know, aside from like the stuff you get on Playhouse Disney, when was the last time we ever got something like that?
House of Mouse, I'd say.
Yeah,
but
House
that's
of
about
Mouse-
it.
Right, you have like the House of Mouse specials.
Well, House of Mouse is a show. I mean, like a full-fledged movie.
House of Villains is the
Well,
closest we got to
I
that.
mean, actually, that's a funny thing, considering that Mickey himself rarely, if ever, gets movie. Oh, fuck me.
Oops.
And thus it begins, everybody.
Round
So-
two.
So to catch up Pi and Matt up to speed, this is Beaver Bother, where you play a
I
little
know
clap-
Beaver Bother.
Well,
Ooh.
Pi doesn't,
all
so
right
explain.
then. All right, well, all right. Pi, we have to guide we have to, sheepdog, scare these beavers into the
Beavers.
hole, except this is in the time of N64. So as
Oh.
you saw with that beaver just now, collision isn't exactly polite with this hole if it's at certain angles.
Rude little shit.
Well, nothing shall ever be collision detection as, well, Skyrim of how bad it is.
That's entirely fair, actually.
And yet they'll still charge it a full price on the Switch.
Yes, they still do. Now shut up. I had a friend buy it for me, for God's sakes. I got lucky.
Give it time.
I'll be fair to myself. For the first two of the three times you've either bother in this game, I actually got pretty lucky with the beavers.
But, look at
they
this.
weren't giving me as much shit as they usually would.
But I remember being in that exact same position as James, where there'll be 10 seconds left. I have one beaver that needs to get in, and I can't get it because the beaver will not just get in the hole, or I fall into the hole, or I'll fall into the hole and forfeit the whole thing.
Yeah. And at first I was thinking to myself, what's even the point of having the inflatable lanky power up? But then I realized maybe it's because I need to actually enter this thing from a higher altitude.
Maybe Oh, I see. Because then it does. I see what you're saying. Like it maxes out your height depending on how you first enter. I getcha.
Fall damage.
Well, smart thinking, and trust me, Pi, you don't know fall damage until you played Conquer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Oh, God.
Yeah. He's really not kidding. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, we will be wrapping up Creepy Castle with Tiny and Chunky Kong next part.
Yay!
We're almost done.
Ook!
Don't leave my boyfriend again, or else I will kill you all.